Has there ever been a time in your life where you have worked most of the week interacting with strangers as you make your way to your job, to greet your co-workers who you will be seeing every day, except holidays and weekends, of course? Then, when you have the freedom to take part in something that isn't work-related, what do you choose to do? You, of course, spend it with your significant other or your children. How about your friends? Hello souls, this is Subjectively Offensive, which makes me Curtis, and in today's video we're going to be covering the importance of loneliness. Now let's get weird. We've grown up believing choosing to be in one's own company should only be a last resort, portraying loners as serial killers or villains in popular media. We need to fill our time with others. After all, back in the early days, it was a necessity living in tribes when we were conditioned by the harsh environments like extreme weather, animal attacks, and disease. We had no choice but to stay together. Things have drastically changed since those days. You no longer have to worry about trying to stay alive day to day. We live a lot more comfortably than we once did. The problem now, however, is becoming a little too comfortable. Now, we try and distract ourselves with anything that provides instant gratification. Technology has definitely helped in this area. We watch lots of TV, browse aimlessly through social media, or search our local area for a hot date. We've been conditioned to believe it's not okay to be alone, but this is the furthest thing from the truth. Every one of us at some point has put on a mask. Maybe you're wearing one right now because you're afraid of what others might think of who you are. It might have even worked so well. This disguise that you chose to hide behind started looking indistinguishable from how you viewed yourself. Because you're trying your best to fit into other people's expectations of how we should act, think, or feel, turning out not to be in your personal interest. It's okay to be part of something, but not if it compromises who you are. Once you experience breaking free from others, you'll find it's more than okay to be alone. You can finally take more risks, telling people how you truly feel without the fear of them abandoning you if they end up disagreeing with what you already decided for yourself. The reason we end up staying in these abusive situations with others, we just feel it's better than the other option. When we start spending more time in our own company, we are no longer distracted by anything outside ourselves, which forces us to face ourselves, engaging in self-reflection. There have been great thinkers throughout history that have chosen the company of themselves over the company of others, and in doing so, focus their creativity to accomplish things that have made the world a better place. Simply put, start taking records, writing down, recording your thoughts, feelings, aspirations, goals. Here are some examples. Make a list of what you like and don't like about yourself. Maybe what am I interested in? Or what am I skilled at? How about what do I spend most of my time doing? Things like this, anything that will help you better understand who you are, good and especially the bad. We think we know ourselves so well. But then when we experience things like depression, anxiety, or stress, we are compelled to suppress it, medicating ourselves. Contrary to popular belief, things like depression and anxiety are not illnesses. They don't need to be cured. They're our body's natural alert system telling us that something is wrong in our lives. We are depressed because we hate our jobs. We are anxious because we spend hours on social media filling our heads with news stories focused on the mantra, if it bleeds, it leads, and mental illness memes. There was a time when anxiety would be the only thing between you and the sharp teeth of a saber tooth. I finally have reached a state of mind where I enjoy my own company. Out of anyone, the only person that should want to be in my company most of the time is me. When I was in relationships, I would always focus most of my energy on the other person, which over time affected my mental health. When we make these connections with others, we don't realize how much it affects ourselves. The message is so simple, but yet extremely hard to follow. When you wake up in the morning, take the time to make your bed. Tell yourself how much you love who you are. Make sure you exercise your body. Inspire your mind by reading or writing. Challenge yourself and never be afraid of solitude. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed the content, smash that like button. And how about you? Do you like being alone? Why or why not? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget also to click on that subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I put out my next video. Stay curious.